It is hot! Woo! Let this AC kick in. It is hot, y'all. And the crazy thing, ooh, you almost got hit, buddy. You almost got hit, buddy. My camera's is good. So, oh, there's a car. Arizona is very funny when it comes to weather. Like, it was just freezing. We had to have the heater on, and then the next week it's like cold. Like, where's the medium where you just, you know, be good? So yeah, it's one of those things where, man, it is like in the 90s. It went from like the 60s to the 90s in no time. So it's supposed to go back down to the, let me pause it. Supposed to go back down to the 80s next week. But I'm like, dang, I gotta put on the AC already. Put on the AC already. All right, so here's the intro. Yeah, give it to me that. Now riding with the king. You riding with the king. I said you riding with the king. You riding with the king. You now riding with the king. I said you riding with the king. I said you riding with the king. You now riding with the king. My name is R King. You call me King, baby. As well, man, I thank all you guys for supporting me, the Riding with the King channel, the Life with the Kings channel, and my CEO channel. This lady, I'm not giving you another damn dime. Hi, how you doing? I give this lady money all the time, and she's still out here constantly. Okay, so we're gonna talk about two things, because I just seen her homeless, people that's asking for money, and we're gonna talk about who should you ride with as a fellow rider going on meetups and things of that nature. Something's on fire back there. Okay, so I'm a fairly new rider. I call myself a new rider again because I've been out of riding for a little bit, and I came back in January. It is what, March, about to be April. And so I'll consider myself a fairly new rider. I'm just getting my bearings back about myself. My cornering is still not that great. So I consider myself a new rider. And as a new rider, it's sometimes hard to find fellow riders to ride with. So there's an app called Moto Amino. You guys probably heard me talk about it on other videos, which is a great app for you to meet fellow riders in your area and across the country and across the world, actually. So there's an Arizona group in that app. So I rode with them. You guys can see this video where I'm gonna link it here. So I rode with them and had some fun, but that was also the day I dropped my bike. It had nothing to do with the group. It was all about the weight of my dang bike. My bike weighs 470 pounds, probably 480 pounds wet. So I rode with them and had like a little slip up and ended up not dropping my bike, but kind of laying it down. So yeah, after riding with them and seeing the experience that they had, especially in the twisties, where I had very minimum, where the hell you come from? Very minimum skills in ride. That was like my first time really riding in the twisties. And my bike is more of a sport touring. It looks like a sports bike, but it's a sports touring. The Lucille's a FZ6R, not an R6, but a 6R. So when you're looking for people to ride with, especially if you're a new rider, I wouldn't even really go on any meetups like that for probably the first couple months. Probably for the first couple months. That was my thing. I got my bike, and they were actually having a meetup before I got my bike. So I was like trying to hurry up and get my bike so I can ride with these people, you know, interact with other fellow bikers. There's actually a biker that I know right over here that he's a new rider. Actually, he just got a red BMW. Oh, that thing is so sick. And he's a new rider, so he's trying to get his bearings about himself before me and him actually go out on some rides. But you know, just thinking about that, it's like you gotta really find some new ride. Like if you take the MSF course, it's probably the people you really want to ride with. I'm not saying that you can't ride with people that have skills above yours or below yours, but you got to remember that sometimes riding with people that have skills above yours will push you to ride harder than you want to. I know somebody that was doing that. This guy is crazy in this little beat up car. That was riding above her means and end up, you know, just crashing. Or I think she low side. I don't know if she low side or high side. I think actually she high sided. So you have to be careful about that because, you know, everybody's pushing. You want to push just like everybody else, and then at the end of the day, bad stuff can happen. You can have a jacked up day. So I'm gonna have to start coming over here for boxes. They got crazy amount of boxes. So after that ride, I kind of, you know, there was people that were going like really fast, and then, you know, I kind of just stayed and rode my ride, as you'll see in that video. I just kind of rode my ride and was kind of content in the ride that I was doing. They didn't leave me per se because my bike is a 600, and that's another thing too. It's like you gotta watch what bikes are with you. You know, you guys, like the people that was in the front of my pack, if you watch the video, had 1000cc bikes. So me trying to keep it with a 1000cc bike just wasn't gonna work. It just wasn't gonna work. So my brother, he's a new rider. So I can't tell him, yeah, you know, he's trying to figure out what bike he's gonna get and stuff like that. And he's so scared that if he gets a 300 or something in that Ram, that he will not be able to keep up with me and the rest of the riders. So I tell him, like, you gotta be with people that you know got your best interests at heart. You know, yeah, twisties are fun, but if you got somebody that's not up to caliber, and you going 100 miles an hour through the twisties, and you know they're gonna be going 20 to 30, you got to keep that in mind when you have these new riders that's with you. And so the group that I rode with, I'm not sure if I put that in the video, but they made sure before we even got into the twisties, the leader of the pack, his name was Bishop, stopped and checked everybody, because we had some people that he rode with before, and I was one of the newer people. Somebody else was new too. So it was like, hey, have you rode in the twisties before? How comfortable are you? So they, you know, he told us, because we just did this ride and this is where she crashed at. So make sure, or that, I don't think that was I think it was another ride, but make sure you stay in your comfort zone. Don't try to overdo it. It's gravel, blah blah blah. So that kind of put me on the offensive, so I could look and make sure that I was doing everything I needed to do. My accident happened I was following somebody else, and that's what happened. I was following somebody, and they made a turn, and they was coming back out, and so as they were coming back out, I tried to, you know, make a turn, and some gravel was there and sand, and my bike just got under me, and I couldn't keep it up, and my leg was stuck. So my leg was stuck, so I couldn't, you know, get the ground. And long story short, ride with people that have your best interest in heart, most likely friends and things like that, because there's a meetup every Friday, which today is Friday. I have a meetup every Friday night. But when I watch the video of those people that do that Friday night ride, they're wheeling, they're, you know, going super fast. That's not my crowd, that's not my scene. So I might go out to support, get footage and things like that, but I won't be riding with them per se. So I ride with people that, you know, slower riders, until I get my bearings by myself and feel comfortable. Like somebody was like, yeah, I'm getting a bike, I just got a bike, I want to do a South Mountain ride. Now here in Arizona we have a mountain called South Mountain. It's a pretty popular mountain for hikers and things like that, but newer riders that go up there and think that, oh, you know, I'm gonna do this, normally crash, because there's some tight corners that even cars sometimes go over. So you're on a motorcycle, you're thinking like, oh yeah, you know, I got this, everything's good. Ride within your means. Don't have a messed up day. All right, now I'm gonna turn off my car. Okay, so my view, I'm a big supporter of supporting the homeless. That's actually one of my causes. I support the homeless, but what I do as a business owner, I also try to figure out why you're homeless. You know what I'm saying? Figure out, can I give you something that can help you? Me and my wife's oldest child has a candy business, and when he does go out and does his thing, he makes about 100 to about 130 a day. So when I see somebody that's homeless, you're getting all this money from people, And if I see you multiple days, I have an issue with that. So that lady that I seen, I've given her money at least twice. I've given her money at least twice. And the amount of money I've given her was enough to go buy something, flip it. Not saying this is everybody. Not everybody can sell things and stuff like that. But if my son can go out door to door and make 100 and 120, 130 sometimes selling candy, I feel you should not be on the streets. I feel you should not be on the streets for more than a week. I've seen that lady for almost 2 months, on and off. Because here's my philosophy on this. There's people, especially here in Arizona, you can stand on a corner and sell water. You can stand on, there's a lot. Okay, so this is the way I look at it. I give probably 10 to 20 bucks to a homeless person. Now, you're standing out there for 8-10 hours a day. I know people are giving you dollars and change. Some of these people make good money being on these corners. And that's how I know some of them ain't really homeless. Because she was dressed pretty nice today. I'm talking about really nice. To be standing out there with a sign. Like, she was dressed really nice. So I feel you shouldn't be out there. Now, if you're truly homeless, go out. Figure out a hustle, a grind. It don't have to be expensive. You know, like I said, selling candy, selling waters. You can go in here and buy a case of waters for $2.90, right? And there's 24 to 32 bottles in that package. Sell them each for $1. If you do that 2 to 3 times in a day, you have enough money for a hotel for the night to clean yourself up and do whatever you got to do. And have enough money to reinvest and get other businesses. Why is this dude in doctor scrubs but got oil and dirt all over himself? Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna work. So that's my rant about homeless people that are not either really homeless or homeless people that just want to be out there. So that's why I always talk to them, see what their situation is, see why they are the way they are, and so forth. But help the homeless. Help the homeless, and help the women of domestic violence, the men of domestic violence, children of domestic violence. Excuse me, I'm still sick. So yeah, help them, support them, but not hinder. What's the opposite word of hinder? Don't enable them. Don't enable homeless people. You know, if you got money to give them, go for it. If they say on they sign they're hungry, feed them. Don't give them money, feed them. Go ahead and feed them. Give them what they want. Have a conversation with them. See why when they're in their situation. Because I've met some people that were really, really bad. My cousin actually just did a video of a lady that was like really bad off, and she was really homeless. Had some mental issues and things of that nature, but he really helped her and supplied her with the needs that she needed. Went and got her blankets when it was really cold out, you know, fed her hot chocolate, the whole nine. Shout out to my cousin Darkchild, aka Blackie, aka Deontay. He's a man after my own heart. So I'm gonna edit these 2 videos. Just wanted to have a rant about that because I seen her again, and I've seen her last month. It's about to get hot. You about to be out here. That's why I'm gonna keep some waters in the back of my vehicle whenever I'm out. You know, here's the water. Here's the water. Because it's hot out here, man. It's 90 something today. It's gonna be 98. It was 98 yesterday, 93 today. We're not gonna get back to the 80s until sometime next week. So yeah, man. Alright, so this is R King signing out. Check all our channels out, all the links, watch our past videos, and we really love the support. We're at about 270 subscribers. I'm gonna work hard in the next 2 weeks to get to 300. We have stickers for you guys that want them, and we're working on some other things as well. Alright, so you guys be safe out there, all my fellow motor vloggers and riders. Be safe, ride your ride, don't overdo it. There's a lot of people crashing these days. I also got something coming with my other business to help those that are in crashes and things of that nature. Talk to y'all later.